My name is Wes Story, and I came from a great family. My dad's a pastor. I grew up in church. I was in church before I was even born, and I had every opportunity afforded to me. But even with everything God had given me, I decided that's not what I wanted to do with my life. In high school, I started getting involved with alcohol and drugs, and I was in and out of a little trouble here and there in high school. But as I got older, it progressed to harder drugs to the point where I was using a needle every day for the next 20 years. I was in and out of, it was a never-ending cycle. I was in and out of rehabs and jail, and I would get sober, and I'd get out, and I'd be good for 6 months, and then I'd relapse again. And like I said, for the next 20 years, I just destroyed my life. I lost everything. I always say it got to the point where I had no one, which wasn't true. I did have people, but it was because of the decisions that I made. They weren't going to help me because I was just destroying my life. In 2014, I ended up going to a rehab called Teen Challenge. This was one of many rehabs, but this one was, I guess, different. It touched my life. I learned a lot about God, and a lot of good things happened while I was there. And I would like to say that I graduated that program and I moved forward in life and did great, but that wasn't true. I got out, I graduated, I started working there, did good for a while, and once again got right back in that cycle for the next 3 more years. I would leave Teen Challenge, relapse, go back to Teen Challenge, relapse again, go back to Teen Challenge. And then the final straw, where I hit rock bottom, is I ended up getting arrested for delivery and manufacturing of a controlled substance and ended up going to prison. And a lot of people say that's a bad thing. It was a bad thing. It was horrible conditions, but God used that time. I guess it was just time away that I needed, because going to rehab and then having people there for me and getting out wasn't working. I needed to get out. I needed to get away. When I got out of prison, I went back to Teen Challenge for the 4th time, but I guess God had changed my heart in prison, and He put people. It was different this time because I was ready to make a change. I wanted to do things different. God was working through me. While I was in prison that time away, I was able to look back. I was sober during that time and see how much God had done for me while I was out there in my mess. It was crazy. I would be actively using drugs and something would come up about God or Teen Challenge in a place where that should not, why would that conversation come up? The Holy Spirit was working in my life, had His hand in my life the whole time. When I got to Teen Challenge, I was able to, there's a man named Chance Patino who's a mentor to me, and God used that man in Teen Challenge to save my life. And ever since then, I've left there. I've gotten married, have a great relationship with my wife, my kids, my parents. I get emotional because I look back and see I don't deserve the life that I have. I should be dead, and I could tell you story after story of times that I should not be alive. But God has, miraculously changed my life and done things for me and provided for me. And I should not be here. I'm just grateful for everything that He has done.